In the realm of feelings, there exists a green-eyed beast. It thrives on comparison, never at ease. Welcome, dear listeners, to our exploration of one of humanity's most complex emotions, jealousy. Jealousy is a universal human experience, a feeling that transcends cultures and societies. It is a silent companion that shadows our relationships, our careers, and even the seemingly benign interactions of our daily lives. It can be triggered by a variety of factors, whether it's a friend's new job, a neighbor's shiny new car, or even a stranger's seemingly perfect life splashed across social media. Consider the workplace, a common breeding ground for the green-eyed beast. The promotion of a colleague, the success of a rival, or the praise showered on a co-worker can all fan the flames of jealousy. It's a silent competition, a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. And then there's the realm of relationships. Jealousy here often takes the form of suspicion and mistrust, casting a shadow over even the most loving partnerships. It's the uninvited guest that lurks in the corners, feeding on insecurities and breeding resentment. Now, let's delve into an even darker manifestation of jealousy. Have you ever found a perverse sense of satisfaction in hearing about somebody else's misfortunes? That's jealousy too. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's true. This form of jealousy reflects our innate desire to level the playing field, to feel better about our own lives by comparing them to the hardships of others. But remember, jealousy is not an indication of a flawed character. It's a human emotion, as common as joy or sadness. It's part of our evolutionary makeup, a survival mechanism from our prehistoric past. What matters is how we manage it, how we prevent it from consuming us. Jealousy, an emotion so powerful it can make us covet even the misfortunes of others. As we venture further into the labyrinth of this green-eyed beast, let's remember that understanding is the first step towards overcoming. So let's step into the light and face this beast together. When trials befall a friend or a foe, it's surprising what emotion can make some hearts aglow. Jealousy, the green-eyed beast, is a complex emotion. Often it's not just about wanting what someone else has, it's about a sense of satisfaction, a perverse delight when they lose it. Let's take a closer look. Imagine a scenario where two friends, let's call them Anna and Bella, are both vying for a promotion at work. Bella, hardworking and diligent, secures the coveted position. Anna, feeling a twinge of jealousy, masks it with a smile. However, when Bella faces difficulties in her new role and struggles to cope, instead of offering support, Anna feels a sense of satisfaction. This satisfaction stems from jealousy. It's not that Anna enjoys Bella's suffering, but the fact that she's not the only one facing hardships somehow lessens her own disappointment. Now let's consider another situation. Two neighbors, we'll call them Carl and David, both own impressive houses. David has always been a bit envious of Carl's larger garden. When a storm causes damage to Carl's garden, David feels a strange sense of relief. He doesn't wish harm upon Carl, but seeing him deal with the same kind of problems that he himself faces somehow makes his own predicament less daunting. These examples are not to demonize jealousy. It's a natural human emotion. We all feel it from time to time. But it's important to recognize when it begins to take pleasure in others' misfortunes. When it does, it distorts our perspective, making us focus more on what we lack, rather than appreciating what we have. It's a slippery slope that can lead to resentment and damage relationships. The green-eyed monster is not always easy to tame, but acknowledging its presence is the first step in keeping it under control. Remember, another's misfortune does not make our lives any better. As strange as it seems, the green-eyed beast finds a way to feed, even on others' miseries. Which trait, a shadow in the light, haunts relationships day and night? This question brings us to the heart of our discussion: jealousy. This green-eyed beast lurks in the corners of our hearts, casting a cloud over our relationships and hindering our personal growth. It's like a weed. Slowly but surely it can overtake a beautiful garden if left unattended. Jealousy can turn love into resentment, trust into suspicion, and camaraderie into enmity. It can cause us to view the accomplishments of others through a warped lens, rather than celebrating with them. It can make us feel inadequate, and push us to strive for things we may not even want or need. But it's not all doom and gloom. Remember, jealousy is just an emotion, a feeling. It's not who you are. With self-awareness, understanding, and a little bit of courage, you can overcome this beast. Jealousy, if left unchecked, can make friendships frail and personal growth stagnate. It's time to let go of jealousy and embrace a life of genuine happiness and contentment. Amidst the storms and life's travail, what sentiment can make friendships frail? As we've journeyed through this exploration of the green-eyed beast, we've seen that jealousy can indeed be a powerful force. However, it's important to remember that it's not the only emotion at play. We all have the capacity for empathy, compassion, and generosity. We can choose to nurture these positive sentiments and let them guide us, rather than allowing jealousy to lead the way. The key to this lies in personal growth and self-awareness. When we focus on our own journey rather than comparing ourselves to others, we can foster a sense of contentment and satisfaction. So let's ask ourselves again, what emotion consumes the hearts of some when others face challenges they cannot overcome? Is it compassion, envy, or joy? The answer, as we've seen, can be quite surprising. Remember, the green-eyed beast lurks in the corners of our hearts, but it's up to us to keep it at bay.